Oh, you're already recording.
Yeah, because
I didn't know that.
I needed to make sure that it was like in position and whatnot.
That's fair.
I'm going to reinstate my Premiere at some point so that it can actually be edited.
Okay.
First, let me
crack open a cold with the boys
and the girls. Greetings, ladies, gentlemen, and others. I'm the Guardian, and I'm going to need this. It's not alcoholic, I'm a lightweight, but, you know.
And welcome back, it is I, Akihiro. This is also not alcohol.
Shocking.
That is shocking.
That is camera lady Aisara. She is off to the side. She's not feeling well.
Hello.
Welcome back to another rerun and another installment of,
Boo this man!
Okay, a new installment of...
Boo this man!
Today it is... We'll come up with something either more accurate or just as clever as Boo This Man.
I really like Boo This Man, though.
It's... we still need like a...
Title in progress.
Title in progress, yeah.
Yeah, title in progress. I mean, I'm okay with Boo This Man, but in general we need something like... We need a Dawn of Justice tag at like the bottom of that.
Mm-hmm.
Boo This Man. Go Guardian Hot Takes.
Yeah, actually I like that.
Alright. Welcome to the first installment of
Boo This Man!
Go Guardian Hot Takes.
There we go.
Today we're probably starting with something that is going to win me no popularity contests.
If you can't tell what we're talking about today, just
Yes, that's right, we're talking about Batman, Brave and the Bold. I had to do a joke like that, you know this.
Going to fold this man. In his fold your clothing, you in him.
He's going to fold this man as he boos this man. We're talking about
this man.
We're talking about Spider-Man: Brand New Day. Recently came out. At this point, what is it, like 2 weeks since it's dropped?
Roughly, yeah.
Roughly 2 weeks. So guess what? We're spoilering this shit, and mainly because I've got a few hot takes on the film.
So it unfortunately does require spoilers parts of the movie. So if you haven't seen the movie yet, stop watching the video. Go watch the movie. Press pause. Come back to the movie, or come back to the video, and then we'll talk about it.
Come back to the movie.
Yeah, come back. Pause the movie. Come back to the video. Then go back to the movie. Look at your movie. Now look at this video. Now back to your movie. Now back to this video. Sadly, this movie is not this video.
I got your Dragon Ball. Look at your man. Back to me. Look at me. I'm flipping you off. So we are talking about Brand New Day because I have my opinions about it. I actually haven't heard his. We saved it for this video.
Yes.
As you can tell from the sound effects offside, the Peanut Gallery has opinions too.
Tomato. You'll get yours.
But first and foremost, before we begin, you might not agree with this, but I will at the very least say, yes, watch Brand New Day. Maybe
it's
not.
So good.
Maybe not see it overall in theaters because. Frankly, the theater experience was just kind of hot garbage for us.
Where'd y'all go?
Regal.
We saw it in Cinema Cafe.
Yeah, but
immaculate vibes always.
If nothing else, it's worth seeing to distinguish your own thoughts and hot takes. So, what'd you think about it?
I thought it was amazing. I thought it
Pun
was
intended.
Spectacular, maybe even ultimate. Uncanny, maybe.
Was it sensational?
It was in fact sensational. It was an amazing fantasy.
Wait, just tell your opinion, so we could be making those jokes all day.
No. I legit thought it was probably one of the best MCU movies I've seen in a very long time. It felt more like how the old school MCU movies felt. It was very grounded. It was very much. It felt to me like, I haven't been to say this in a long time. It felt like, and no pun intended, it felt like actively watching a comic book come to life. This felt like it was very realistic and could have been an actual, like, an already established Spider-Man comic book, to the point that, like, I was watching it, like, actually holding back tears, like, this is actually, like, this captures a lot of the essence of Spider-Man. Like, it's very grounded, it's very emotional, very New York. It is very New York. And I was like, this is what I think I wanted for a Spider-Man movie for a very long time. And I feel like I finally got it. At least we're getting more so to that end goal of like getting an actual like strong, cohesive Spider-Man story.
Now, for one, I'm gonna need to do some like keying in this video because this entire side of I look like freaking Two-Face if I hold it like so. Secondly, it's very interesting the way you described how you felt about it because I'm sorry, dear, that was the last of them. But it's interesting that the way you did that because you looked at it as mostly a Spider-Man movie.
Mm-hmm.
And you did say that, yeah, it was a part of the MCU, it was one of the better MCU movies that you've seen in a while.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry if there was some audio that clicked there, because,
My bad, I had to move the chair.
oh yeah, we're in a new apartment, we'll do a proper video about that, but...
This is the first video since the apartment?
Yes.
Oh, wild. Okay, that comes later.
But, part of how I felt about the movie is that, well, first and foremost, I went in with low expectations, but high volumes of excitement.
Mm-hmm.
Because the one trailer I saw, and yes, I kept myself to just one trailer so that I could actually not really fall into the same trap that a lot of MCU trailers have. As they keep going, they keep showing more and more of the movie, and they trick you into what aspects of the movie are either a lot or not a lot. Looking at you, Brave New World.
Still never watched that, so that's on me.
Yeah, but it looked like it was going to be very good. It looked like it had a lot of Spider-Man personality, which it did. It looked like that, excuse me, that it was going to be a part of a more grounded aspect of Spider-Man lore as well as MCU lore at this whole point.
Did you ever show me the trailer?
Yeah, pretty sure I showed you the day it dropped. Like, first I watched it and I was like, oh my gosh, baby, you gotta watch this. Daphne, don't be mean.
No, because I bopped her earlier, so she got back at me. That's fair.
Yeah, you deserve that.
Tim, don't be mean.
I wasn't trying to be mean. She didn't like what I did.
But let me at least start with what I liked about the movie itself. I did like that it had a lot of aspects of the more grounded, like street tier Marvel characters.
Mm-hmm.
And this is my beat. I haven't watched Daredevil Born Again, or frankly, I haven't seen the original Netflix Daredevil series.
Yes.
That's my own problem for not having Netflix.
That's fair.
And my own decision to not support them anymore.
Fair enough.
But,
But also I haven't either, but I watched like a lot of clips online, so like...
Oh, fair enough.
I can 1-2 skip a few.
I know a general consensus of what the Daredevil show is, and I am at least very much aware of Jon Bernthal's Punisher. And...
Phenomenal.
My goodness, there were a few videos I did in the past where I said that there were specific bits of ideal casting. Jon Bernthal, despite of what people may think about him and his portrayal, this feels like peak Punisher to me. And it's a very interesting way of doing it because you team him up with Spider-Man of all characters where they have the same goal, but they have different paths in which they try to reach those goals. And it just creates moments of comedy.
That's why it's beautiful.
He was funny, I liked him.
Yeah, Jon Bernthal.
Jon Bernthal's an amazing actor.
He's got a lot of great personality. He's got a lot of energy that he can bring, and he has some of the funniest moments in this movie that I'll share in a little bit. But
this is also like the third project I think he's worked on with Tom Holland before, so
yeah,
they have a lot of history together. So their chemistry is already like present,
and it feels very connected.
It's very natural.
They are very much real.
Can I sit between you two?
Possibly.
Certainly try. You might have to scoot that way.
Well, I only have as much space as I can, baby. You may have to sit up
That's fine.
on the back right here. Okay.
We'll fix it in post.
There we go. And you can pull yourself up onto my shoulder if you need to.
Yeah, the
So,
edge of the couch is trying to go up my ass. Ow.
ow.
As your foot's going up mine.
Sorry.
And your knee is going into my side.
Yes, it is.
But yeah, Jon Bernthal, zero complaints about the man in this film. The way that the movie looked, like you said, it felt like a comic book coming to life. There were a lot of parts that I did enjoy in terms of initial callbacks to like Amazing Fantasy.
I was they covered so many different like
so much like
or comic covers, yeah.
So much lore and callbacks to the overall history of Spider-Man.
Mhm.
Although, unfortunately, it felt a bit uncanny valley to me, especially with all the BS AI stuff that's out and about right now. I know that it was like generally CGI and some practical work with it. Don't do that.
I just bit my tongue.
But the initial look was fine. It just felt like
I get what you
wasn't
mean. It's a little
always
bit
there.
jarring, like
Yeah.
going from regular movies to like them highlighting those specific scenes and whatnot.
Exactly.
And I get it, but however, still cool shit.
Yeah, and I could pinpoint a lot of callbacks to certain characters that Spider-Man fought in the comics. I.e., you've got one of his first appearances with the whole catching the bad guy under his arm with his swing and such, Amazing Fantasy.
Number one.
And then there was the moments in the montage, which I knew a lot of what we saw in the trailer was going to be from the montage, and that didn't bother me as much as it bothered a lot of other people.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, clearly this was going to be a time skip. If you didn't see that coming, you must be new here.
Right.
And it was like Tarantula. I didn't think Tarantula was going to get, like, a little spotlight moment at all, because he's like a very niche character.
Like a C-level villain, I think, for Spider-Man.
Closer to D, because even Rhino's more popular than that.
Rhino is more popular.
Yeah, Tarantula is like this assassin with his own spider gimmick.
Yeah.
And he's got like pointers in his feet.
He's the one he fights for like
distinguish
3 seconds in the montage when he's fighting all the guys on the docks.
It was like he was.
Oh, that was him?
That's Tarantula.
Okay.
And then another one was.
Tombstone.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I was specifically pulling from the trailer. Yeah, Tombstone looked fucking
Oh, we're talking about the montage.
fantastic.
Yeah, he does.
He looks great. And funny enough, I didn't think that they were going to pull Boomerang.
So Boomerang's actually really relevant in the comics right now.
I know. That's why I didn't think they were going to pull.
So that's why it's kind of funny that he is in this.
It was interesting. It was very funny that it happened like that.
But there's like a lot of villains that Spider-Man has that he can like that he usually fights off of just like either off panel or just in one panel. So like this montage was kind of like fitting of that. Again, going back to like this feeling like a comic book.
Exactly.
And I'm doing this whole thing like I got all these street level villains I got to fight, and then
speaking of, you also got Scorpion, who was teased forever ago in Homecoming, and frankly, with what they were trying to do with his character and the tech-based stuff that we later see with damage control, I think he looks great.
He does.
He's not supposed to be like a full-on costumed character in this. Not many of the villains are, although I wouldn't be upset if they tried to go that route.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, Scorpion looks great. He serves his purpose in the movie. Overall good. There were a few other callbacks that I liked, like Shocker's Gauntlet when Spider-Man was given a tour of the Damage Control headquarters.
Yeah.
Frankly, because it just gave you a closer look at his tech, because I couldn't get a very good look at it.
You only get
when they
like
showed
one
it
shot of
Homecoming.
Shocker for the most part, and like he doesn't even do Shocker things really.
Yeah, not really, no.
So.
Bet the first guy's name wasn't even Herman.
It wasn't. The second guy was Herman.
Second guy was Herman?
Yeah.
Of course it was.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that to be a dick or anything, but it's like...
Correct. If I remember correctly, I believe the second guy was supposed to be Herman. The first, yeah, because the first guy had the color of the uniform, but the second guy was actually Herman.
Yeah, I'm just still pissed off because we probably will never see a moment where Spider-Man is like talking to his villains, because we got a lot of that in this movie too, where Spider-Man is a trash talker, and I love that we finally get that with Tom Holland, and it makes a lot.
What's that one quote you like to?
We had Andrew Garfield. Andrew Garfield did amazing with quips.
He did. Which one are you talking about?
One of the Spider-Man, I think it was one of their forms of media that is like, my fans of.
Oh, my fans are expect a certain level of quips.
Yeah, that.
I think it was the Spider-Man game.
Actually, that was spectacular.
Or was it spectacular? It was spectacular. It was spectacular.
It was one of the moments. I swear it was Josh Keaton fighting Goblin.
Yeah, I do remember that. Sorry, my fans expect a certain level of quips.
It was in the same episode as Yoo-hoo, excuse me, can I come in this way or do I have to break my own window?
Yeah, I remember that. But nothing still beats why don't you come down here and fight me like a man. I don't suppose you come up here and fight me like a spider.
Yeah.
From the that's from
that was from the 90s series.
Yeah. Still the best quote.
Christopher Daniel Barnes still has one of the best voices for the character, and I love it. We got off topic fast. What were we?
Let's still talk about Spider-Man.
Well, yeah, but yes, dear.
I know we haven't gotten into like the overall story, of Brand New Day yet.
Yeah.
I think we were working our way there, which is
Yeah.
Yeah.
I honestly, just thinking about it, didn't really see a point with Scorpion being included.
I have an answer for that.
No, hold on. Let me get your nerd glasses.
Because I don't.
Because I thought about that a lot too. About like, why the fuck is he here?
I mean, I understand that they built him up in help me out here.
Homecoming.
Thank you. It's been a while since I've seen it. Okay.
No, you're
It's
fine.
been a while.
Don't say a damn thing. Anyway.
She is more of a follower.
My memory sucks. Leave me alone.
She's more of a follower, while he and I are borderline obsessed to a degree.
Hey,
I know what you mean.
That was not a dig at you. I'm just gauging. You have questions,
Yeah.
and it brings us joy to answer them.
I know that he was built up in the previous movie, but going a little bit into the storyline, he's there for like the first 30 minutes?
15, closer to 15 minutes,
never
really.
heard of again?
In Homecoming?
No, in
Or
this
Brand New Day?
movie.
Yeah.
So it's like I understand why you were there for a certain aspect.
But why you were there at all?
Yeah.
So
Because you could have gotten anyone.
That's the
other
problem.
than-
Who? There's no one else that's already been established in the MCU Spider-Man villain-wise that he already hasn't already fought that we've already seen. The whole thing was that Scorpion was just easy to pick and use.
he
was sitting just right there.
And it does
He's
play
out, so.
and it plays closer to home of the overall aspect of New York, because there's a lot of jokes in the Insomniac games that and in the original comics that you can literally swing through the city and Spider-Man's going to come across some sort of a supervillain.
Yeah.
So
they've already done.
Keaton's already out, so there's no Vulture. Shocker's already been arrested, and they're still in. Well, I guess.
Beck's
still in,
dead.
Beck is dead.
Which fucking stupid.
Actually, yeah, Shocker had no real value, so that's not included. So all the ones that are established that we know.
Mysterio.
Good.
Yeah, Mysterio's dead. Vulture's MIA.
Yes, I said it.
That's all he really has. Every other villain he's had has been everybody else's villains.
I would say, well, yeah, because then you had the whole different villains
from No Way Home. Yeah. So this is the first time he's had his own real villain, quote unquote.
Yeah, and the additional reason of continuing with Scorpion is because he was someone that was, as we said, already established, and they're not going to pull a TASM 2 and like just pull
New Goblin
or bad guys out of the woodwork, because there's no Oscorp to do that shit with.
Yes.
And now with this, as well as Kingpin from Daredevil and the montage of the villains.
Oh no, they pretty much established that Oscorp does not exist.
Yeah. There's still a chance to do a Sinister Six now. I don't know if we'll ever get one, however, there's still a chance.
They haven't done anything symbiote-wise over here, so...
Not yet, no.
That's what I'm saying. So there would
I
be
swear
no
they're saving
Sinister
that
Six.
for Secret Wars.
Yeah, it makes the most sense, because comic-wise, that's where the Venom suit debut was in the Secret Wars. So...
Now... In terms of additional Spider-Man lore, I love that Jean DeWolf is in this. And I like her relationship with Spider-Man too.
It reminds me a lot of
clearing that up off camera.
What?
The Wolf.
Oh yeah.
It's a lot like if you play the games like him and Yuri. Thank you.
See, and that's what I was questioning when we got home that night, and he cleared it up for me.
Yeah.
Yeah. If Yuri is a character in the comics, I haven't read into it.
Wraith.
Okay. She actually is Wraith.
Yeah.
Canonically.
If I'm correctly, yes.
I initially thought she was just an Insomniac only character that fit in really well in the game.
But also, they were taking a inspiration from the games in this movie.
Yeah.
So
there are a lot of points that look like it's pulled from the games.
That was one of my points that I actually really liked about the movie was the cinematography, because before we went and saw the movie, this one had been replaying Spider-Man 2.
Yep, you're watching Hobby. Right.
So as we were watching the movie, a lot of the scenes and things that I saw, I was like, oh my god, I'm like sitting here watching my husband play.
They played a lot of the game. They liked a lot of
like
the movement in the game. And
yeah,
whatnot, so.
That's what I'm saying. Like I saw a lot of that there, which that as the aspect I really liked about the movie.
But also the fact that Destin also did the cinematography or the choreography, I guess I should say, for Shang-Chi.
Really?
So a lot of the fight choreography, yeah.
That's at least one point I'm looking forward to in Doomsday is seeing Shang-Chi again because he got shafted so fucking hard.
Oh yeah, Simu talks a lot about it on Threads. Shout out Simu. Yeah, he really loves Shang-Chi, the character, in the fans and everybody pushing for it. He wants a sequel. He said he would crawl over broken glass to get a sequel.
I am probably the only person who would actually say this, but I want a Shang-Chi and Iron Fist crossover in the MCU. I actually liked the Iron Fist series.
Give that mic back.
We'll do another hot take in regards to that later.
We will.
So now, moving into the overall story, and I thought that the attack on the city with the tank and crashing into damage control, it was a great action scene. It felt a lot like the first real dangerous bit in the Insomniac game when they were transporting Devil's Breath.
Yeah.
It had a lot of those moments. It got our first push into...
We don't talk about Devil's Breath again.
No, that was a really good scene.
Oh no, it was a really good scene, yeah. I just got my feelings about Devil's Breath.
We also got our nice, lovely introduction to Frank Castle and his whole thing with Spider-Man, and the fact that they talk like they've
known each other for years.
5 years have passed since No Way Home.
Yeah.
So I'm okay with them filling in those kinds of gaps. There are moments where show don't tell is very important, but when the characters are this charismatic and they have this just beautiful chemistry on screen, telling is fine, especially if there are a couple of quippers.
Yeah.
It's like when you're in kindergarten and you meet somebody and 5 minutes later you're like, hey shithead, let's go play on the swings.
You're best friends already, yeah. It's like that. They've clearly known each other for a while, and
now it's too dark.
Very natural.
It's too dark on Tim's side.
I'm too dark. Shut up.
You said it, not us.
I know.
Alright, fix it. This is actually a lot better.
That's why I'm holding the...
Disclaimer, I'm black.
Yeah, we know that.
Yeah, fair enough.
Thank you. Shall we tell the newspapers?
Alright.
It's a menace!
You said it, not me.
I'm not changing.
Now, the mystery of the character who's like jumping in and out of people, up until they reveal who it is, I was invested.
I was not.
The fact that...
Actually, wait. No, up until they revealed who it was, I actually was. Never mind.
I knew from casting who it was going to be.
I wanted to deny that so goddamn hard.
No!
Because it makes no goddamn sense.
I'm going to get to that in a minute, too, because I also have... I haven't been sitting on that, thinking about that for a while, too. I have a thing about that.
I will say two things on that point, and if you don't know context clues, we're talking about Jean Grey and her inclusion in this movie. So, for one, I watched the Miss Marvel Disney Plus series, and it was actually really good. It was actually really good. It has a good bit of lore for Miss Marvel, Kamala Khan.
No tango
yes,
Netflix.
We are married. However, that does not mean we watch the same thing.
Exactly. But I liked her story. She's a very interesting character in the comics.
I do remember you saying
borderline ignoring the Avengers game in that aspect, but...
Or her origins in the comics.
But they had such a good way of showing her history and her connection to her powers, and they name-dropped the idea that she might be a mutant.
They gave her the wrong powers.
I understand that.
I have so many problems with Miss Marvel for not watching it, but based on what I know. But I know why they do what they had to do, but at the same time, why?
Miss Marvel, they name-dropped the word mutant, which... Okay, interesting choice, considering...
Actually, that's not the first time they do.
When? Where else?
Uh...
Because remember that Miss Marvel came out a while ago.
Yeah, so did WandaVision.
Where did they name drop Mutant in WandaVision?
The next to last episode, when they're doing the flashback with her and the bomb. It got retconned that she didn't get her power from the Mind Stone. It unlocked her mutant ability with the Mind Stone. Because that is the argument I had about Jean Grey, about the introduction of mutants. Is like, we had an introduction of mutants back in WandaVision.
Okay, well then, here's the issue with that. They waited too long to bring that stuff
They
in.
had to. Their whole problem is that they didn't have the rights to the word mutant. Fox still owned it.
Yeah, and I get that. However, if they had any level of patience or fucking tact, they could have pulled something like what they do with Sony and Spider-Man.
And do what? Side movies? Because that don't work.
He's got a point there.
Even then, they literally take the Marvels, which...
And the only reason they made Kamala Khan a mutant was because they're completely moving over and ignoring the Inhumans. Because Kamala Khan is an Inhuman.
Oh yeah, I was going to mention that. The Inhumans fucking crashed and burned in this series.
Because they're making a comeback in the comics, which is weird, and doing pretty well, actually. But still, regardless.
Good for them. That
Right.
being the case, they solidified that mutants exist in a parallel world, or at least the X-Men.
The Fox X-Men, yes.
That being the case...
Can I take your head off?
Yeah, go ahead.
That's why I was getting about Jean Grey here. She's not a Fox X-Men mutant.
Yeah, well, that being the case, when they're building up this stuff, even before they figured out that they had the Fox deal and that what they were going to push forward with Doomsday and Incursions...
Well, remember, Doomsday wasn't the original plan. Kang was the original plan. A lot's changed, so a lot may not fit like it's supposed to, but they're doing their best to work it anyway.
Borderline case, I don't like that they included Jean Grey in this movie.
I don't either.
Because originally, this specific storyline was based on a whole different mutant altogether. Karma is a psychic who also has the ability to possess people. This is like literally beat for beat her story, but they're using this to introduce the main X-Men cast.
Then why didn't they just keep...
Because nobody knows who Karma is.
That's the whole point of making a
Jean
new
Grey-
movie, though, is to bring in new characters.
They kind of are with Jean Grey.
Not really.
Kind
Everyone
of.
knows who she is.
They don't know.
Right, but we
this
don't have
version of
established
Jean.
we only have I think two established mutants right now in the MCU, and they're actually shifting quickly into their X-Men phase. This is the start of the X-Men saga, or the mutant saga.
Now, my
That means
forward-
nothing.
My forward question being, why the fuck are they bothering if there's going to be a hard reboot after Secret Wars?
She's part of the reboot. She's been cast in the X-Men movie as Jean Grey. We already have our Cyclops as well, and we have our Emma Frost and our Sebastian Shaw.
Jesus Christ.
Who else did we get? Someone else got casted too. I don't remember.
Regardless of how they look at it, this, even from someone who followed as much of the MCU content as I have, this still seemed out of left field and completely unnecessary. Because they could have swapped it or kept Karma, which, frankly, good.
I would have been way more interested learning about someone new than reestablishing a different version of a character that's already been done.
And borderline butchering their character.
Yeah. In which way?
In the way...
I understand your argument. It's very valid. Do not get me wrong. However, I also see what they did to why they brought Jean.
It all adds up to the fact that the multiverse shit is getting old so fucking fast.
Yes,
And
it is.
It's almost done.
And
Once they
then
go to the multiverse,
it's
it goes
like,
straight to mutants.
Ooh, it's an adjacent version of Jean Grey where she never met Charles Xavier.
I swear that's
it's
been done
just not-
before.
Probably.
Not movie-wise.
But
I don't even think about comic-wise.
I just didn't...
Because she's always been one of the founding X-Men.
I just didn't find her interesting. I just didn't... The Jean Grey that I know and varying aspects of the X-Men series,
And
varying
then
X-Men
cosplay someday, right?
animated shows, X-Men Evolution, Wolverine and the X-Men, the original 90s series, as well as what I've read about her in the comics, just... It seems a little too far-fetched for me to believe.
I see this and raise you. Who currently in the MCU is close enough to their original counterparts? Because I'll wait.
Tony.
To the comics?
Yeah. Especially back in the original movie. The initial plan was that he was going to show signs of his alcoholism in that movie.
We got it in Avengers 2. That was the Demon in the Bottle storyline.
In Avengers 2?
When he's drunk at the party? Actually, no, not Avengers 2. Iron Man 2 is what I meant.
I was about to say.
No, Iron Man 2 is Demon in the Bottle.
Exactly, there you go. Yeah, I know, I see him.
If you haven't met our cat by now,
You must be new here.
welcome in.
That
This is Daphne.
that being the case, I'm okay with subtle changes and changes that make sense to progress the story.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't think it was done well here.
For Jean.
For Jean. Because ignoring the fact that whether or not she actually has a sister in the comics...
She does.
Okay. Well, was she a mutant in the comics too?
She was.
Okay. That was just genuine
Her
curiosity.
sister died in a car crash. That's how her power activated. And so I was like, okay, they are doing this. We actually are doing the sister storyline, and we are doing the dead sister storyline. So, okay, so that means that Jean is going to have no control of her powers, which she didn't.
I swear I heard that before, but it was like her childhood best friend or something.
No, when they were kids, her sister got killed by a car, and her power activated so that she could spend her last moments like psychically connected to her sister
And
when she passed away.
Felt everything.
She felt everything, and at that point, that's when she started hearing all the voices and like did not control anything. That's when Xavier came in and was like, "I'm going to help you control this." So for the longest time, she was very nerfed power-wise because she couldn't control it.
Well, even
Because what she did in the movie, Xavier can do if he really thinks about it. Jean, if she gives it like a thought, she could do that.
Facts.
Like she's a more powerful telepath than Xavier.
So was her sister's name actually
Sarah.
Okay.
Yeah. And that's what I was watching. Oh, yeah, we're going to storyline, the Sarah storyline. Oh no, we're getting dead Sarah. We're getting dead sister. We have to get dead sister for this to work, and we did.
Yeah.
But not how I expected.
I still it just didn't click with it. Didn't like sync or click or whatever the word I'm looking for is, right?
Sync.
Yeah. Facts. It didn't resonate well with me, is all. And
I'm usually one for family stuff, just because like
Okay, if you're going to do Jean Grey's origin, you have to include the dead sister.
connections.
It's unfortunate, but it's the Uncle Ben for Spider-Man.
this
I
reason
don't
Spider-Man
know.
didn't have Uncle Ben.
Yeah, Aunt May.
I don't know. I just thought it was out of place in a Spider-Man movie, because it's like they did half Spider-Man stuff and half her stuff.
Because again, they are
do, one movie for Spider-Man and keep his shit together, and then do a completely separate movie and still have all that.
because theoretically, because they were combining the other storyline in which he mutates and has to deal with all that, as well as I forgot the name of that storyline is.
The other.
I just said the other, but the other one where it brought in Karma and that whole thing, because they were two very different separate things. But I guess they were trying to like culminate this whole idea of change in the regard of mutations, and so that's why Hulk was there. That's why Jean gets established. That's why they are doing the other storyline where he gets his heightened abilities and whatnot.
That's my other issue.
Mm-hmm.
The other.
Mm-hmm.
It feels like it got sidelined so fucking quickly.
It's a 3-hour movie. What do you mean?
It feels like it's pushed to the side and forgotten about so it can make way for the Jean stuff. But at the same time, the resolution on that aspect of the movie is just too Disney.
With that, I'm not one or the other.
First of
I'm
all,
both.
Yes.
First of all, who owns Marvel right now?
That's exactly my point.
Second of all, the other storyline, I mean, that's kind of how it works out in the first place. He tried to fix himself, realized it's a bad idea, and then just has to, like, accept it.
I'm still looking for that comic, by the way. I found it once, didn't pick it up. I'm going to work on finding that and picking that up later. But, yeah.
I mean, at least we didn't get 6-arm Spider-Man.
I would have killed for 6-armed Spider-Man.
We're never getting 6-arm Spider-Man.
God, no,
We're never getting it.
Man Spider would have been so fucking
We're
cool.
never
Although
getting it.
I did know that they were never going to pull a Man Spider.
No, we're never getting Man Spider. No. If we do, that's like fifth go around for Spider-Man. Jesus. I forgot how many Spider-Man we have right now.
One's mine.
Where's... Oh, is it behind here? It is.
Yeah.
Let's say you can have some of mine if you'd like.
Yeah, it's too late now.
By the way, you're going to need to scoot back over a little bit more.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so...
Yeah, there's his face. It just seems like the structure of the movie could have been done a lot better, is all I'm saying.
Most of my points were in that video we shot that night.
Yeah, and it just... I know what they were trying to do. It felt like they were trying to juggle a whole lot of stuff. It felt like the same problem that Age of Ultron had.
Oh, you mean in terms of like... Well, no, that was at the... Because I was setting up the foundation
It
for
was
Civil War.
It was setting up that. It was setting up a lot of stuff with Ultron. It was setting up the additional Infinity Stones. It was also setting up the Avengers breaking up and getting back together at the end. It was also apparently secretly setting up the Skrulls.
Oh, because supposedly that's when Rhodey got switched out, was during Age of Ultron. I don't know when. I didn't watch Secret Invasion to realize when this, or to care to see what the explanation for the swap was. But yeah,
Actually, it was Civil War. He got switched out. When I say the Skrulls in Age of Ultron, I'm talking about Nick Fury.
was Nick already supposed to be off-world by then, or
Yeah.
no? Because like the whole thing with Rhodey was that he still got that swap.
I know we're off topic, but the dumbest thing that I remember from Captain Marvel was how Nick Fury eats toast.
You hated that movie.
I did.
You care about the weirdest things.
I know, right?
Because I'm like,
You
can he
care about
eat
the weirdest
toast?
Nick Fury literally said to like prove he was human and share something that no one else knows about him to prove that he wasn't a Skrull to bitch Brie Larson. He said, "If toast is cut diagonally, I can't eat it." And in that movie, you see...
What?
I am not shitting you. Nick Fury says verbatim, "If toast is cut diagonally, I can't eat it."
I do remember something, and I think about it, it is something weird like that.
You heard me.
Yeah.
And in Age of Ultron, you see him eating diagonally cut toast.
I don't remember that.
They were in the farmhouse.
Thanks, I still don't remember
still
that.
don't remember that.
That was about a decade ago.
I'll pull it up later. Anyway, back to Jean Grey.
Yeah.
Back to the structure of the movie. It could have been done a lot easier because they were balancing the stuff with Jean. They were trying to do the other. They were also apparently retconning their shit in No Way Home with Ned and MJ.
That is my biggest fucking thing with the movie.
Not necessarily a retcon, but it's more so, oh, let's take this back because all the fans are mad at us.
You want to use more words
You
than
mean
that,
you,
or
sheep?
One, fuck you. Two, I eventually got over my...
No, you didn't.
I got over that part.
No, you didn't.
I know you. No, you didn't. That's why I almost spat my Gatorade. I was like, no. This is like a lion.
I still don't agree with the ending of No Way Home.
But
I realize... Yeah, we're not going to go over it right now. But I also know that they're moving forward with one of comics' oldest and longest running fuck you jokes. Shit on Spider-Man.
I wanted that. I wanted a sad Spider-Man. I'm sick of this nigga being happy. Canonically, best Spider-Man is sad Spider-Man.
Yeah, but I still feel for sad Spider-Man.
You were supposed to, but if he's not sad, you can't feel for him.
That being the case,
You had shit handed to him for 3 movies.
I am perfectly fine with how they tried to handle Ned and MJ in the movie until the very end of the movie.
When you met up with Ned again?
Yeah, and Lena, I think, saw something where, like, the wave that Jean pushes all over the city...
That was a comment that I saw on Instagram that somebody left on another video.
That has something to do with the
I don't
brainwashing
know how true that
being...
is. Do not quote us on that.
It's a theory, which, yeah, and it wouldn't make sense if that was the case, because how the fuck is a mutant power gonna undo a magic spell?
So about that.
God damn it.
Because it could. And if anybody could do it, it's probably Jean.
Yeah,
Probably not Jean as she is now, but probably.
Yeah, somebody left a comment on an Insta video that I was watching, and somebody said that there was a theory that when she sent out the really strong psychic wave, like when she destroyed the room and everything, is when the spell broke. Which is why you see MJ on the... Hold on, before you say anything.
Okay.
Which is why you see MJ on the roof and she's holding the necklace, but she
doesn't know why.
Yeah, and she's like...
And then
has
she smiles.
all these... Because if you remember, she says, "I'm not your MJ."
Yeah.
But if that did break, that would explain why she's up there looking so upset, because now she has all these feelings that she has no idea where the fuck they came from.
And then the handshake
and the handshake, which is why he remembered so quickly.
But you want to know how I know that doesn't work?
But, again, it's just a comment that I saw on a video.
Right. We want to know how I know that doesn't work?
Please tell me why that doesn't work.
Because remember in Far From Home, everybody knew he was Spider-Man. He walked out of the hospital, unmasked. If the spell was broken, everybody would have seen him immediately and be like, there he is!
Or at least...
That was immediate, like, no.
Or at least, like, 40% of New York would have known he was Spider-Man. Because
this man was on TVs.
No, he was on TVs.
Like, this was the equivalent...
No, I'm talking about when Jean, like, did the wave. It's like, it covered, like, most of Manhattan and a good chunk
It still would have covered his neighborhood.
Yeah.
So like,
unless, could it have fixed the? See, if you remember, the reason the spell got so fucked in the first place is because Peter kept adding shit on. Could it have fixed that?
No.
And the original people that he said before he started adding shit?
No, because that was a different spell. Strange wrote a completely different spell to negate the other one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying the reason it got fucked.
Because Peter kept tampering with it. He tampered it before the spell managed to go off. That's why That's why instead of people forgetting about Spider-Man, it brought in everybody that knows Spider-Man. The second spell went off perfectly as it was supposed to, but it just erased everybody's memory. Granted, it might not have actually erased them, it might have just suppressed them instead. Which is why I'm saying if anybody could bring those memories back out, it might be Jean.
Which is where I thought they were going, and I'm glad that it wasn't.
Which means also that like the whole handshake with Ned could have just been a subconscious thing, like, this is a handshake I know, I don't know why I know it, but you seem to know it, so we might know each other. I think it's more so that along the lines of him immediately remembering him.
I like to believe that than the former, but
no, I just have an issue with the whole him.
Because like realistically,
if they did,
he probably could have asked Strange to fix it at this point.
Fair. But if they do go the route of them remembering, I have such a huge issue with it.
Because it would have spat in the face of his decision at the end of No Way Home.
Exactly, and this is why I'm briefly going into it, of our argument at the end of No Way Home. Because you said you didn't, you were upset that...
I was upset that he took away that choice for them to make.
And you're like, that's not a Spider-Man thing to do. But I sat there and I went...
Kinda is!
I sat through and went through this whole thing, and I was like, yes, okay, it may not be, but however, it's like, think about it from a human perspective.
Because I have another point.
You're not going to want to not only put them through that every now and again, because let's say shit gets fucked up again, you know it's going to. So it would just be repeating history. So he would rather take the high road, so to speak, and take that choice, because it would not only be hurting him for not having them close by and him isolating himself, but it would be hurting them further because it would be remembering, forgetting, repeated cycle.
So, does anybody remember the very infamous comic One More Day?
Yes.
No.
Okay. That. In One More Day, it's Peter Parker is trying to make it shop. He tries to get like all the help he can get to help. He asks Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange can't help until eventually he stumbles upon Mephisto. Mephisto's like, I can help.
Mephisto's the devil.
I know who he is.
Mephisto's like, I can help on one condition. Like,
I want your marriage.
I want your marriage to MJ. And MJ wasn't there to make the decision. He made the decision himself. So like that's frankly also what part of No Way Home and technically this too, we're supposed to take from was from One More Day, and also ironically the comic Brand New Day
to pull from.
Yeah, that's why also MJ's boyfriend is Paul.
Oh my god!
I was so mad.
I knew it.
I was so when he came in, I was like, this nigga better not be Paul. And then apparently in like the subtitles or whatnot for the show, it's like it says Paul. I was like, oh, it's fucking Paul. They did it. The bastards did it.
They did that just to rage bait us.
We hate Paul. But Paul's dead now, so there's
good.
He died in the comics.
But yeah, so that's why I have such an issue with if they are going to retcon that and say that they did remember by some whatever bullshit they pull out come Doomsday.
Even if they do, I don't think they're.
Like, I hate that because.
But now they have the.
Like you.
But now no. But now they also
up about it.
They also now have the potential to do the funniest thing ever. I just remember it now. In the scene.
Go ahead.
In the scene where he's in the college and Banner's talking to one of the students, he goes, and her name is Cindy. We have the potential to do the funniest thing ever now, because we just did the other storyline. We can go into the Spider Totems and the Bride and the One, or I guess whatever his title was supposed to be, but like, we can get Cindy Moon, we can get Silk.
I don't think we're gonna get that though.
I want Silk.
As much
as I'm saying, if he doesn't have MJ, he has a whole list of other women to go through now.
See, that's what I said that night. That's what I said that night.
We can get Felicia Hardy, we can get Cindy Moon, we can get, what's her name, from the Future Foundation. Or, well, he has some Parker Industries if they're going that route. But, like, he's got so many options now.
I understand that now.
We can get Peter Parker.
You actually made a very good counter to that when I said he had a million different women
Options to go through. Yeah.
Because I was like, they can just set up another new love interest for him.
Yeah.
Had they not gone the route with Jean and everyone remembering whatever.
Mm.
What was my counterpoint? That the whole cycle would just start over again with them?
You basically countered my point back to me, and you were like, well, even if he did find a new love interest, it would be the same shit all over again.
Well, it depends. Because, like, MJ can't do anything on her own, but, like, Felicia already can. Cindy Moon can. Who else is he? Because he has quite a few of them.
They're not going to pull Gwen Stacy.
No, we're too late for Gwen Stacy.
Mm-hmm.
We can get Betsy.
Fair,
we can get Betsy. Not Betsy, right? What's his name? Betty Grant.
Side note, I actually
I'm not going to do fucking Betty.
We might.
Side note.
I doubt it, but...
I actually saw somebody comment that on one of the videos that I saw about Brand New Day, like just scrolling on shorts, and somebody commented about Gwen, and somebody immediately responded, "You saw what happened the last time."
Yeah, no. We're not getting Gwen again.
That's fucked up.
We're not getting Gwen again.
I forgot where I was before we went off on this tangent.
My bad, sorry.
You're good.
Right, the whole thing with that. I would have been fine with, because clearly MJ found out, and she may or may not have filled Ned in on what was going on.
She didn't. Otherwise, he wouldn't have. Otherwise, he wouldn't have not. Otherwise, he wouldn't have been surprised to see him at the end of the movie. He said, "Hey, you're a flower guy from the apartment." That's the only time you see him without the mask.
Well, yeah, but at the same time, he wouldn't know which Peter.
Pretty sure MJ would have been like, "Hey, the guy who came to our party, yeah, that's Spider-Man."
Yeah, but
the guy who's in our
also
apartment, that's yeah.
initially, who knows if he pays that much attention? He might have decorative ears. Anyway, what I would have been fine with him. It's like, here's the truth. Just do with that what you will, and if they decide to invite him back, even for a little bit, he can still have a little bit of happiness before he tumbles down the cliff of failure.
Who's to say that didn't happen after they did the handshake and they had that whole moment? It's like, all right, now I can tell you this. Because even MJ said, Ned might be more receptive to this than I am. And, like, I get that.
Well, we may not know, because presumably Spider-Man will be... We won't see Spider-Man again until maybe Secret Wars.
I don't think he saved it for Doomsday.
I thought he was. I thought that was the whole thing.
No, that's a different Spider-Man.
Yeah. There's
the rumor about
there's a whole bunch of people in Doomsday, and then pretty much the other half is in Secret Wars.
Yeah.
But I think what we're going to do is end up getting him again in Across the Spider-Verse.
Tom Holland?
Yeah. Because that post-credit scene was with the tracker glitching. I believe that's supposed to be picking up Miles.
That's what I thought!
I don't think that's what that is.
That's what I thought.
Because there is another half of that too. It's either Miles or one of the others. But I think it's mostly Miles because the way it's glitching. And the whole thing is that, like, Across the Spider-Verse is supposed to be that bridge from the Sonyverse to the MCU.
See, that's what I said. I said it was either they were setting up for Miles or they were setting up for Cindy.
No, they're setting up for Miles for sure, because their whole thing was like, you can't touch Miles until after Spider-Verse is done. It's like, okay, fine.
If not, the other thing that they would be setting up would be that brief thing at the end of the Venom movie that they were detecting Venom.
No, they've already moved so far past that now.
No. If I may.
You may.
I will completely counter that theory with something that is more plausible.
Okay.
In the Marvels, there was an instance where an incursion was taking place, where two universes were smashing together, and I think her name is Monica Rambeau.
Yeah,
she closed the breach, but she got flung into the other side of the universe.
Okay.
Onto that parallel
the Fox universe, yeah.
Yeah, there is bits and pieces of, like, plot for Doomsday that involve incursions and Doom trying to stop said incursions.
I know.
That will more than likely be either Toby or Andrew.
Do you remember how we got Miles?
Yeah.
No.
The incursions.
No.
The 1610 universe was crashing into the 616 universe. He's the only one besides the Maker that survived the incursions.
Mainstream universe and the Ultimate universe.
Yeah.
Again, no.
So that's how we got Miles. So, like, it still tracks.
Yeah, well, that being the case, I still don't think that that's how we're gonna get Miles.
It'd be nice if we
It depends, because we were supposed to get Across the Spider-Verse this year. So we won't get it until next year now.
You mean Beyond the Spider-Verse?
Or Beyond the Spider-Verse, yes. So
Across the Spider-Verse was the last one.
yeah, I meant Beyond. So yeah, Beyond the Spider-Verse is supposed to be the final bridge between MCU and Sony. After that, we're supposed to get Miles in the MCU.
Yeah, I know. That being the case, it's probably like a mental thing with me because Peter Parker, Spider-Man, all that stuff. I keep forgetting.
Spider-Man? Where the fuck did the L come from?
I keep forgetting that they're trying to incorporate Miles somehow, but I don't think that that's how they're going to do it. I also don't think that they're going to do it the normal way by having Peter die in combat, even though we saw Prowler in Homecoming when he drops that he has a nephew in this part of the city.
Prowler in Homecoming and in Beyond or Across the Spider-Verse. Also, Tom Holland has said it before. Well, originally he wanted to not be playing Spider-Man in his 30s. Is now set to keep on being Spider as long as he can.
He said that he was going to stop when he becomes a father.
He also said that he knows how he wants to give up the mantle to Spider-Man, and they've already are working everything in place for that to happen, and that it would be Miles. So, which tracks honestly, because they're already borrowing so many elements from the Ultimate Universe. It's not even funny.
No, I know.
The fact that they're calling it 1610 or not 1610 or 616 is hilarious. But
yes, sir.
I wonder who they're gonna have to play Miles.
I don't know.
Well, I know that it's not going to be the guy from the games.
No.
Sadly, he's too old.
Yeah.
There were a couple of other points in this movie that were head-scratching for me, but honestly, that's small potatoes in comparison.
Mm-hmm.
Because I just knew that it was a contractual obligation for Mark Ruffalo to have a Hulk scene ever since Age of Ultron.
I hated that scene.
Which part?
The scene where fucking
Jean
Hulk,
mind controls Hulk.
No, Hulk was going around smashing. No, even the setup before it, when he was going around smashing shit.
That narrows it down. It's Hulk.
And
which scene do you mean of him smashing shit?
When
the building.
When Jean gets knocked out of his head and the other guy comes out.
And the lock is broken. He's finally okay.
Well, even the whole setup when the whole shit was destroyed, aside from her doing the psychic wave.
She needed the muscle, and the best thing to do was use Hulk.
It really wasn't though, because if they're blowing
who else is she gonna grab?
Hello? Who else is she gonna grab? What did they blow up in the first 15 minutes of the movie?
Damage control?
We don't know who else was in damage control.
Matter of fact, I don't think anybody was. I think only Scorpion was there because he was getting moved over to Bell Rev. So.
Wait, Bell Rev?
Or not Bell Rev.
I was about to say, Bell Rev is DC.
It should have been the raft that he went to, but.
It's that psychiatric place that Venom went to in the comics.
Is it It's somewhere.
Ravencroft,
that's where he went to. There's nobody known, super strength like that established right now over there. Ha! Rhino? No. Rhino was from Amazing Spider-Man. He hasn't been in,
No, she's saying that because they were throwing bad guys out the wazoo, they could have thrown in a Rhino.
Because, they blew up the fucking thing. If they have all these other techs...
They, I think, also want to not reuse villains that they've already used. That's why we haven't gotten Electro again, why we haven't gotten... Well, I guess technically we haven't gotten Goblin again, we got the same Goblin. We got the same Electro, the same Doc Ock. So...
I'm just saying it would have made more sense had they grabbed Rhino.
That's assuming Rhino's there.
The reason...
Assuming Rhino's established as a character in the MCU right now. I don't know.
I also don't think that they're going to pull anything with a Rhino because of his show up in Kraven. Same way I don't think they're going to pull Chameleon.
Also, Rhino wouldn't have been a challenge for Spider-Man. Hulk would have been.
That's adorable. If Hulk gets mad enough, maybe. But as soon as he came out, Spider-Man could... If he wanted to, if he stopped holding back, Spider-Man could have, just knocked out Hulk.
No.
Oh, is this the thing that you were pulling from?
Yes, the man can knock out a T-Rex with a single punch.
The Hulk sure can.
No, Spider-Man can.
Spider-Man has only been able to canonically shown to beat the Hulk when he had the power of cosmic. God damn it. Spider-Man... in the Ultimate Universe, when they first met, Hulk almost killed Spider-Man because he had no idea what the fuck he was doing.
Well, yeah, that's Ultimate Hulk, and Spider-Man was only Spider-Man for maybe a year and a half at that point.
I think roughly, yeah, but either way.
This Spider-Man,
Mm-hmm.
has at least 7 years under his belt.
True.
Because there's a 5-year time skip from the actual movie, plus who knows if it's like 2 or 3 years from No Way Home all the way back to his first appearance in Civil War.
Mm-hmm. Regardless, there's a huge power gap between Hulk and Spider-Man.
Yeah, well, tell that to Doc Ock when he took over Spider-Man's body and punched Scorpion's jaw clean off.
Yeah, that's Scorpion. He is still a man at the end of the day.
Yeah. And
Hulk is Hulk.
Yeah, I understand that, but still.
Hulk punched a black hole.
And good for him. Spider-Man could still knock his ass out if he did so before he got too angry.
He would only make him mad. He would only make him madder. He was not going to be able to beat the Hulk.
That being the case, though, are they pulling a Hulk remembers Spider-Man, though?
I think that was the whole point of, like, when Peter started talking to him, like, it's me, Peter. It pulls from the same comic. I think that is Brand New Day, where they're talking and Hulk is like, he calls him Peter, and then Peter's like, you remember? He's like, Banner forgot. Hulk doesn't.
Now, here's my question for that. When did Hulk ever meet Spider-Man?
They've been on so many teams together by that point.
No, in this continuity.
They have met before.
Did Spider-Man have his mask off?
Yes, hold on, because they would have met.
I could have sworn they met in the actual MCU movies. Because there were several times where they went.
Hulk was already off-world by Civil War, Spider-Man was there.
Mm-hmm.
Hulk came back during Infinity War.
Uh-huh. Which Spider-Man went into space.
Spider-Man already went into space.
There's only one instance, and for all that they could have met, which was at Tony's funeral, and for all we know,
yes.
Hulk was napping.
Either way, then that would have been the only time they would have met was at the funeral. Think about it now. You got a point. That might be the only thing I can't really explain that well, but other than the funeral, that might be the only time that, like, Peter and Hulk have met, or Peter and Banner have met.
Yeah, and before anyone tries to say, oh, they could have talked in the 5-year time skip, Banner acts like this is the first time that he's met.
Well, also this is after the spell.
Yeah.
So that would have been why he acts like this the first time he met him.
Yeah, well, that's my point. If they wanted to do a he met during the 5-year type thing, Banner could have said, oh, it's you again. Like they were talking beforehand.
Oh, I see what you mean. After the spell and the 5 times.
The same way that Banner
clicked
when Spider-Man was telling him about the universal inhibitor.
Mm-hmm. That, oh, you're not one of my students.
Yeah.
But he didn't also know what or who he was. But he had an idea that he wasn't who he said he was, obviously.
Now let this be known, we don't know how to write scripts. We're not very skilled when it comes to any of that stuff, and we're not professionals in this. We're just a bunch of nerds talking about this shit, and yeah, but it still feels like it's a bit of a jumbled mess, in my opinion.
Not really, because during the 5-year time skip, his whole thing is keeping his identity secret.
No, the movie as a whole.
Oh, fine, fair enough.
I had some fun with it. I had fun disputing certain things with Lena, and I had fun talking to you about it.
I thoroughly enjoyed it and cannot wait for what they do for this next trilogy.
Is it like a canonical Spider-Man trilogy, or is it like...
Yeah, they already said that this is the start of another 3 movies.
Okay, so it's not Brand New Day, then his cameo in Doomsday, and then his appearance in Secret Wars.
No.
Good!
It's Brand New Day, then probably, I assume, after that would be the fallout from Secret Wars, which means it might be him dealing with the Venom suit, and the 3rd movie might be what finally sets up the transfer from him to Miles. It also gives them enough time to have that window after Across the Spider-Verse to now.
Frankly, I don't know what they're going to do with the MCU and this shit moving forward.
Well, so far we know our main thing is getting mutants, and they've already started casting the X-Men for that.
Yeah.
Other than that, not sure. I mean, I would like to see Onslaught, since we already got Apocalypse taken care of. Not really, like, in the best way they've done Apocalypse, but I would like to see an Onslaught movie. Then you can still bring an Apocalypse and have him be relevant.
Oh,
Actually, still brings the Fantastic Four. You can do a lot with that, actually.
By the way, I'll try to tag you and invite you in when I do this with Tristan, but we're gonna be ranking and discussing the movies phase by phase.
Okay.
From someone who has watched them and is a common fan in terms of it, with Tristan, who is just sick of Marvel shit.
To someone who's a huge Marvel fan who's seen almost all of them, but also more knows the comic books than anything else.
Valid.
So we have 3 different perspectives on this. Okay, I would like to see that. I would like to do that.
We'll probably be streaming that, or at the very least, video Discord call while capturing the footage and doing it on a tier list with a discussion bit basis.
Okay, bet. I'm down for that.
Yeah. God, I have so much shit to say regarding Phase 4 and 5.
Soon, my son, soon.
God. Spider-Man was something of a breath of fresh air, more like a gasp of air, in terms of MCU quality, but...
Like I said, I felt very much that this was a refreshing, like, MCU movie, and just something that was grounded, something we needed, nothing, like... This overarching thing, well, I guess it was overarching still, but, like, it felt self-contained, and that's what we needed, I think.
Also, don't think that I didn't see your comment on my TikTok.
Oh yeah, I meant for you to see that.
In regard
Don't trust this man. He liked Morbius and didn't like Endgame. Boo this man.
Let me make
tomato,
this...
Tomato.
Celery.
Oh.
Let me make this clear. I thought that Endgame was just fine. Because... and try to dispute me on this, how could they top Infinity War?
It's called Endgame.
Endgame is not better than Infinity War.
Endgame I think is better than Infinity War.
No, the fuck it's not.
Stay tuned for part 2 of this video. Boo this man, the rebooing.
No, electric boo.
I was more mad at myself for not. Like, it was right there.
Now, in regards to Morbius, I just think it gets a lot of unjust hate.
Agreed.
I think it deserves more hate.
I will bite you.
I didn't.
That won't change my opinion.
I didn't hate it.
I'll be mad at Morbius with a bite mark on me.
I just enjoy. I liked Morbius. It reminded me of simpler times, and if that's a crime, then
oh, it was simple, all right.
Boo yo ass.
Simple garbage.
Granted, I also liked Matt Smith in that role.
You just like Matt Smith.
And mind your business.
Cop out.
There's nothing wrong with Matt Smith.
There's nothing wrong with Matt Smith. You like Matt Smith.
Shut up!
You like the movie like Matt Smith. Matt Smith next to a tire fire. That's a really cool tire fire.
This is like in regards to other stuff. Let me put it this way. In terms of the Sonyverse, Morbius was like the only other movie I saw aside from the Venom trilogy.
Okay.
Because I knew that Madam Web was going to be a dumpster fire.
And so's Craven.
I
thought you watched Craven.
No, I didn't watch Craven.
No. Craven bad.
Yeah, I know. I heard. Thank you.
I only... frankly, I just didn't think that they could do Craven well enough.
You can't! You literally can't!
Say it louder for the people in the back.
You don't... It's the one major thing I have... Not even the one major thing, but like, you can't show the most iconic scene with Craven that has to tie to Spider-Man when you ain't got Spider-Man!
And what would that scene be?
When he's in the jungle with the rain of spiders. The only reason that part is relevant to him is because he's already fought and lost to Spider-Man. That's his whole training arc. Was like, I have to become like the hunter of spiders now, and so like that was his whole thing. And like that's a thing they shot in the trailer was like, oh yeah, spiders. Like, but he's not there. His whole thing is just killing his family instead. And it made his brother shorter than him, so it's really jarring to see Chameleon just like when he's like face swapping with him. It's weird. It's so dumb. I have thoughts and feelings with some of the Sony movies.
Yes, we can tell.
Only Venom's been the good one.
Venom as a whole, or just the first Venom movie?
All three as a whole. Like the franchise as a whole.
Yeah,
Good.
they were good.
Good boy.
Yeah. It's the only thing they managed to get
Ain't
right.
no one gonna talk shit about my Carnage.
No, we wanted Woody Harrelson to be Carnage for a very long time.
I was about to say, he was an amazing Carnage.
Oh, fucking good.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure
But
that
then
I meant...
again, he's batshit enough to be Carnage.
That's something that's
That's the
great.
thing with Woody Harrelson, period. Is he is specifically suited to be Carnage because of how good he is.
Why there was a good
at
guy push for him to be it.
playing-
So.
Well, that's how good he is at playing batshit roles.
Mm.
Would it have really been that bad if he kept that Ronald McDonald haircut?
You know, I'm surprised they actually went forward with him, and I'm glad they did. But like, yeah.
Cletus literally has a do that's akin to classic Joker.
Yeah. Specifically, I think Killing Joke Joker actually. But I digress.
We're probably just going to keep talking. So if you like this video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you didn't, lie.
Not Nikhil. No! Told you. Welcome back to Boo This Man. That's just robbery. I see all of this.
Also, go watch
Nikhil Clayton.
Yeah, because that man has given me so much to think about over the course of the last few videos.
Yeah,
that
Nikhil
he's been
Clayton is an
watching.
amazing
He's
comic
great.
book content creator, and also was instrumental in me figuring out the whole Karma storyline before I watched Brand New Day. So, but yeah.
Yeah, if you didn't like this video, just go watch some of his shit.
Okay.
I am the Guardian.
I'm Akihiro.
And I'm Aisara.
And boo this man!
It's a thumbnail right there.